เพื่อนสวัสดีนะครับครับผมอยู่นี่ไงก็อยู่ที่นี่แล้วไปเหรอเอาไม่ให้พี่ประกอบอ่ะเขาเข้าประตูหนึ่งเหรอครับพี่ไอเขาให้เข้าประตูหนึ่งหรือประตูสามก็ได้คนละประตูกับพี่ประกอบอ่ะเออว่าไงครับก็ผมโอนไปให้แล้วไงมันเอาไปคืนตอนไหนอ่ะได้เบิกได้ได้เพื่อนสวัสดีครับสวัสดีดีแมตช์นัดชิงนะพี่เพื่อนใครเข้ามาแล้วฝากกดไลค์กดแชร์ฝากกดติดตามให้ด้วยเพื่อนๆใครเข้ามาแล้วฝากกดไลค์กดแชร์ด้วยเพื่อนเมื่อวาน70ใช่พี่ยังโหดอ่ะยังโหดอ่ะเมื่อวานอ่ะประตูหนึ่งกับประตูสามพี่ประกอบมาเข้าประตูอะไรอ่ะใช่ก็พี่ชาร์จโทรมาบอกว่าให้เข้าประตูหนึ่งหรือว่าประตูสามครับเรียบร้อยไอ้เหี้ย ครับพี่ได้ครับได้ครับสงสัยจะเป็นตอนที่ไอ้รถมันล้อมันหลุดแน่เลยใช่ไหมอ๋อครับครับอ๋ออ๋อครับครับเป็นสินค้าอะไรอ่ะพี่อ๋อน้ำมันอ๋อครับครับอ๋อไม่เป็นไรลูกค้าเขาให้เปลี่ยนไอ้นี่ได้น่าจะรีแพ็คใหม่ได้ครับอ๋อครับได้ครับน้ำมันพืชตาเกสรใช่ไหมโอเคได้ครับพี่ลงรูปไว้เดี๋ยวผมทำข้อมูลไว้ ส่งไว้ในกลุ่มอะไรพี่เดี๋ยวผมทำเองไม่เป็นไรครับครับครับพี่จุ้ยบอกลูกค้าเยอะจังไม่หลับไม่นอนไม่ใช่ลูกค้าพวกลูกน้องผมไอคนขับรถมันส่งไอ้นี่ไงพี่เพื่อนส่งซีพีไงครับพอมันส่งซีพีปุ๊บมันก็ส่งทั้งคืนอ่ะพี่ส่งกับเซเว่นไงรถผมอะส่งทั้งคืนเลยวิ่งกันทั่วครับรถพ่วงรถ10 ล้อวิ่งกันทั้งคืนผมเลยต้องมาทำงานกลางคืนนี่ไงมาดูรถเผื่อใครมีปัญหามันซื้อกองหน้ามาใหม่ปะอินเตอร์เนี่ยตูรามปะอืมน่าจะเป็นตูรามปะเพื่อนเข้ามาแล้วฝากกดไลค์ฝากกดแชร์ฝากกดติดตามให้หน่อยนะเพื่อนดูตูรามอยู่ตั้งแต่ปีก่อนละอ๋อเหรอขอโทษครับผมไม่รู้ลืมเปลี่ยนหน้าเลยคนน้องมาอยู่ยูเว่ใช่ไหมเอ้ยแชร์วินโยเหรอแชร์วินโยบาสโตนี่ยานซัมเมอร์มาอยู่นี่หว่าเนี่ยเหนียวชิบหายนะยานซัมเมอร์เนี่ยทำไมอายุเยอะแล้วนะ35แล้วแต่ผมว่ามันยังเหนียวอยู่อะเอเลล่าเนี่ยของจริงไอเสื้อแมนซิตี้ปีนี้มันเท่ดีเหมือนกันนะ อิซากิเหรอคุมอ่ะไปทุ่มสวยจัดไปอินเตอร์นี่ชาโนลูนี่ก็แก่แล้วเหมือนกันนะพรุ่งนี้ก็มีแข่งอีกใช่ปีนี้แม่งเยอะจัดยูฟ่าพรุ่งนี้อาร์เซนอลด้วยไงพรุ่งนี้เราต้องดูอาร์เซนอลกองหน้าอินเตอร์นี่ทีมชาติอิหร่านเหรอวะไอ้เย็ดเคดูฟรี่ไปไหนวะมีปาวานอีกนี่ว่าตัวดีๆเยอะนะเว้ยจริงๆอ่ะมาคีตายานก็อยู่ลาตาโรมาร์ติเนสตัวดีนะอินเตอร์เนี่ยทำเป็นเล่นนะตารามิว่าไงพี่ว่าจะให้พี่เอาไปแล้วพี่มันไม่เสร็จไม่ได้จะทันอ่ะมันกี่โมงแล้วเดี๋ยวผมวานให้พี่เอาไปหน่อยเพราะผมไม่อยากเข้าโมนาเลสสายว่าผมโดนเจ้านายด่าผมโดนด่าทุกวันเลยพี่เอาไปให้หน่อยคุยกับไอ้ลงแท็กให้ไอ้ลงถิ่งให้ไปถึงบ้าน9 โมงเนี่ยไอ้ก็ไปให้หน่อยพี่ลงตัวพี่หน่อยแล้วลงยังเนี่ยทำไมอ่ะแล้วทำไมเขาให้เรียกเข้าอ่ะโอเค
strength of character for these Inter players and bravery and confidence that is clearly flowing through their play at the moment. But Man City back in possession and Inter will have to be a little bit more yeah, that's it. It only looks good for Inter if they don't then leave themselves to the huge gap at the back of
the บาเลล่าบาเลล่าเนี่ยถ้ามันขายตอนสักอายุประมาณ25-26นะเป็น100 ล้านอ่ะผมว่ามีคนเคยมาขอซื้อมันนะเป็น100 ล้านเลยอ่ะแต่มันเสือกไม่ขายไงใช่ไหมล่ะอุ๋ง โดนเจ้านายด่าเข้ามา โดนด่าจริงดิเข้ารับไม่ทันอ่ะมันเป็นบริษัทมอเตอร์เลสอ่ะมันเป็นบริษัทข้ามชาติอ่ะแล้วมันเป็นบริษัทที่ผลิตพวกโอริโอคอนอ่ะแล้วมันให้รถเราเข้ารับไอ้เนี่ยเข้ารับ6 โมงเช้าอ่ะแล้วเราบางทีเราไปส่งที่CPสุวรรณภูมิอ่ะแล้วมันก็ไม่ให้พอเราส่ง CP เสร็จมันก็จะมีพาเลทไงพอมันมีพาเลทใช่ไหมครับมันมีพาเลทเราก็จะเอาเข้าที่มอนเตอร์เลสไม่ได้ที่โรงงานโอริโอไม่ได้โรงงานโอริโอมันอยู่ลาดกระบังไงเอาเข้าโรงงานโอริโอไม่ได้เราก็ต้องวนไปที่สำนักงานใหญ่ที่บางพีเอาพาเลทไปเก็บแล้วก็วนกลับไปลาดกระบังมันจะเสียเวลาไม่ทัน6 โมงไงก็โดนเจ้านายด่าทุกวันเลยเข้าสายเนี่ยแล้วบริษัทข้ามชาติแม่งเข้าสายไม่ได้เลยเหมือนCPอ่ะเข้าสายนี่ก็โดนปรับบิลละพันอ่ะเนี่ยเหมือนตอนนี้อยู่ที่ CP เนี่ยรถเนี่ย CP สุวรรณภูมิแต่ก็มีไปทั่วไปส่ง CP ทั่วประเทศเลยเชียงใหม่ก็มี CP สุราษฎร์มันเป็นศูนย์กระจายสินค้านะบางบัวทองขอนแก่นบุรีรัมย์สุราษฎร์หาดใหญ่อะไรเงี้ยโอ้โหคนขับเหยียบ GPS ลังไงแล้วคนขับเป็นเหยียบเยอะอะ GPS มันจะดังไงเนี่ย GPS ที่ดูอยู่อ่ะมันจะดัง GPS มันดังก็เราก็รู้แล้วล่ะแต่เราไม่ค่อยว่าหรอกยิงเราไม่ค่อยว่าคนขับหรอกคนขับเราเข้าใจคนขับเราเข้าใจเราไม่ค่อยไปว่าอะไรเขาหรอกเขาจะขับเร็วขับอะไรอ่ะแต่เขาก็ต้องยอมรับในการโดนใบสั่งอ่ะถ้าเขาอยากทำรอบอ่ะถ้าเราไม่ได้ให้เงินเดือนไงเราให้เป็นค่าเที่ยวไงใครวิ่งเยอะก็ได้เยอะเหนื่อยชิงจุงเบย
Bratislava. That is the first of the 8 o'clock games that see the goal this evening as Bernardo Silva finding Jack Grealish, edge of the penalty area on the left-hand side. 3 players trying to stop Grealish. He goes back in towards De Bruyne, and then a passing from De Bruyne into Mario.
ขออนุญาตทำงานไปด้วยนะเพื่อนๆดูบอลด้วยทำงานไปด้วยนะ
Kanji now over towards the right-hand side. Savinho onto his left foot, puts a cross in, header from Haaland, but it's straight down the middle, and it's catching practice really for Sommer. Just a header just coming in just underneath the crossbar, but that's a bit better from City. After a spell where they were struggling to get balls into the box, that's the kind of thing that Haaland wants to see. Well, I think sometimes they'll recognise that when things aren't quite going the way of the team, you've got to just go back to the basics of football. That's looking in, that's speed towards the head.
เอาไปแล้วโอ้โหไม่ส่งยิงไอ้เหี้ยไม่สัตว์ยิงติดแป๊กเอง
in towards him, especially around the 6-yard box, more chance that Man City are going ahead. Absolutely. Anytime you can get the ball into Haaland in the penalty area, there's always a chance he's going to be able to do something with it. We've just seen a player on the intervention where he's certainly somebody who can do something. Expecting him to start this evening. I wonder if he's just being used as a
เอาเพื่อนเซลติกนำแล้ว
second half. So just as we say that, Inter have won the ball back, and once again it's that man Barella starting things for them in midfield against the ball in towards Carlos Augusto, back towards Bastoni. Barella at the edge of the area now has got support from Calhanoglu, goes for goal, it takes a wicked deflection. It was completely
โรงงาน CP มันมีหลายสาขามันพูดยากอะอันนี้ไปส่งเหมือนจะเป็นศูนย์กระจายมากกว่าศูนย์กระจายสินค้าของ CP อ่ะมันจะมีทั่วประเทศเลยที่นี่ไปส่งอ่ะมันก็จะเป็นสินค้าที่ขายในเซเว่นอ่ะอย่างมันก็มีหลายบริษัทที่ส่งสินค้าในเซเว่นสินค้าในเซเว่นมันมีหลาย SKU หรือว่าหลายตัวที่นี่บริษัทนี้ได้ก็จะได้ของบริษัทโกแก่โกแก่โสม เราก็จะเอามารวมที่บริษัทเราก่อนแล้วก็รวมแต่ละสาขาไปส่งแล้วก็มีไอ TACC ก็คือ All Cafe All Cafe ก็ใช่ถ้าเป็นโรงงาน All Cafe อยู่บ้านบึงกับอยู่ราชบุรีที่หลักๆจะมีโสมไอเครื่องดื่มโสมตั้งก๋วยจั๊บอ่ะเคยเจอไม่เคยอ่ะไม่เคยเราไม่เคยเจอหรอครับเราเป็นแค่บริษัทขนส่งเราไม่ใช่เป็นบริษัทผู้ผลิตไงบริษัทเนี่ยเหมือนว่าเราก็มีลูกค้าที่เขาเปิดว่าไปเข้ากับเอาสินค้าไปขายในเซเว่นอ่ะแต่เขาก็จ้างเราเป็นคนขนส่งให้ไปในเซเว่นเพื่อที่สินค้าเขาจะได้ขายในเซเว่นอ่ะเขาก็จ้างเราดูทรงน่าจะไม่ง่ายนะเนี่ยซิตี้เนี่ยพูดตามตรงเลยน่าจะไม่ได้กินหมูหรอกหลานทำทีมบอลBUโอ้สุดยอดเลยพี่วันนี้คนดูไปไหนหมดเนี่ยแต่ไม่เป็นไรล็อกแชมป์มันเถอะพี่ดูเยอะดูน้อยไม่สำคัญหรอกเราไม่ค่อยได้ไลฟ์ด้วยแหละเราไม่ค่อยว่างไงผมอะพอมาทำงานแล้วก็ไม่ค่อยว่างเลย
go forward now. He spots the pass down the right here for Savinho. Goes down by two into players. Goes back in towards Bernardo Silva. Kanji again. Now Guardiola. Moving over towards the left-hand side here now. Grealish has support from De Bruyne. That's where the pass from De Bruyne. Got a very elaborate pass. It drops to Savinho, having been missed by Haaland and by Bernardo Silva. And it's a real toe-ended effort there from Savinho, which goes many, many yards wide. We're over the halfway mark in this first half. It is goalless between Man City and Inter. It will be James to take us through to half-time.
Yeah, that cross from De Bruyne is a good one. I think Haaland might just be getting a shout.
Wow. Guardiola
played forward, takes a little deflection off the so Man City restart with a throw in. Ricky going back to the counter and then all the way back to Edison. He's in acres of space in his own box. Into clearly not wanting to press high up pitch. But I think some
นี่แม่งเหมือนมาเลสเลยเนาะไอชาวินโญ่เนี่ยใส่เบอร์26เหมือนกันด้วยแล้วท่าทางแม่งก็เหมือนมาเลสเลยเนี่ยไอเยี่ยมเหมือนเลยไอ้สัสท่าทางก็เหมือนมาเลสชิบหาย
jogging back to his position there by the time the pass reached him he was in an offside position and Inter will get the
แม่นจัดไอ้เหี้ยอินเตอร์เอ้ายิงโอ้โหเหี้ยชาวินโญ่ อืม สัตว์เอ้ย
City are doing now. It is hard to see Inter being able to do that. I'm not even sure they're even trying to set up for that. But City, in the meantime, space here on the left again for Grealish.
Ball to Grealish, goes inside to De Bruyne, tries to put it back into the side netting. That was probably the wrong option for Manchester City captain. But then again, he didn't really have any worries in the box, did he?
He didn't. I think he was sort of just losing his balance slightly. So he's thinking if maybe he can hit a quick ball across the keeper, it might just surprise him. Someone who had, in fairness, wandered a long way off his near post. But then De Bruyne potentially had some options there to try and cut it back as well.
Yeah, I think Haaland just handed his run a little bit to the edge of the 6-yard box, but really he should be ploughing in towards the goal line. But they're coming forward again here. It's all Man City at the moment. Savinho tries a forward pass to Bernardo Silva, but it's picked up by Rico Lewis, who then finds Bernardo Silva. One step up to go to Silva. Rico Lewis goes down injured. Man City will play the back of his feet. Time into dropping really deep now. They're nowhere near even the edge of their own half. And Kanji allowed to run forward, bypasses Thuram. Now Bernardo Silva on the right hand side of the touchline. He's almost boxed off by 3 or 4 Inter players, but he managed to get the ball back to Diaz and then goes back to Edison. And Man City will restart the play. Ball back to Gvardiol. Goals and assists. He was out of the side for a while with injuries and falls, but probably he's such a key player.
He is. I mean, he's got everything that Guardiola likes.
แล้วมันเอา8 อันดับแรกเข้ารอบอัตโนมัติเหรอ ยังไงไอ้เหี้ย
The qualities of a midfielder, really, you can have him happily play him in that central midfield role, similar to Lewis, I suppose, in that sense that Guardiola expects his players to be able to slot into 2 or 3 different positions. It all seemed like a crazy experiment when he tried John Stones as a centre back, and now it seems other clubs have tried it, and it does seem to make sense to have players who can play from high position or a central position and pretty much switch.
Yeah, absolutely. Gvardiol almost joined Leeds United in 2020 for a £30 million deal, but it fell through. This was around else in football sometimes. But Inter restart after an offside called on Jack Grealish after he strayed a little bit behind the Inter back line. So Jansson takes it long to Thuram, does really well to win the ball, and it's broken for Taremi, but Gvardiol and Diaz do really well to just get that goal, and it's given away by Edison. Now it's Kaloglu, and the ball was on its way in, but it was headed behind by Gvardiol, and that was a rare lapse in judgment from Edison.
Well, Edison's done, well, he thinks he's done the right thing here, of course, by coming out to avoid giving away. I think he may have almost been out for a corner anyway, but in sliding out like that, he leaves his goal open, and actually, as I say, the commentator mentioned Guardiola, and seconds later, Guardiola was there with the right place at the right time. He's proving his work there with the next header to stop that defender back down, certainly going in, and Edison looking happy.
Goalkeeper, but he'll be very relieved to see that go out for a corner kick, which Inter will now take. It'll be kind of lovely to take an out swinging ball towards the middle of the box, and Edison just flaps it in. It comes back to Darmian, and it's blocked. With Morella actually blocked well by Guardiola again. Now the ball back at the feet with Augusti. So deep, he's on the defensive midfield, but he has to get forward. And there's a foul there. It was on Augusto.
He has. I mean, I think the issue with Inter were unhappy with the first challenge. The referee played an advantage, and literally one pass later, there's a second foul which the referee couldn't ignore, and it's the one from De Bruyne trampling there on Carlos Augusto. That's the one that the referee has stopped. And then we see Lupe, and that's right there from Barella. Again, it's Cardio getting his body in the way, making sure that he gets the block here. It's with a decent position.
He's quite late to the challenge, and he does catch the top of Barella's foot there, so I'm quite surprised the referee hasn't booked him. But Inter won't mind too much. They have a free kick in a very positive position. The first real set piece of any note. Of course, be Kaloglu to take this.
What are you here?
Looking for Thuram. This is a chance, but it's head saved on the line by Edison. The flag does go up, but that was a good chance for Thuram, but it's on the offside.
He is offside, and it was a good save by Edison as well. As we see this replay coming in, it's ball whipped in there. I mean, to something you don't need any kind of technology for that. Thuram is about 3 yards offside there. It's almost like he's forgotten that defenders are allowed to move forward when a free kick's about to be taken as well. He's not paid any attention at all there, and it was an easy decision.
Well, it's confused that way because Augusto
เกือบไปแล้วไงครับพี่น้องซิตี้
Augusto makes a fake run over the ball, but only the interplayers seem to be fooled by it. So I do wonder whether they've worked on that in the training ground or not.
It's almost like City were expecting that to happen, but the players actually needed to get on the end of the cross, weren't expecting it.
โอกาสยิงเยอะเนี่ยเยอะกว่าซิตี้กันเนี่ยเผลออินเตอร์เนี่ย
Because if you add up all the little moments that they've had in front of City's goal, they really should have had a better effort on goal than what they have.
Absolutely, it's one of the most frustrating things I think as a football fan and a manager and a player when, you know, if you're playing poorly and you lose, that's all right, but Inter have played well here. If they got a goal behind now, they're really, really frustrated because this has not been a bad performance by them by any means. Rico Lewis picking up the ball in the midfield now, he's drifting inside, he seems to be all right after going down a few moments earlier with a little block, but he was straight on his feet. Lifted the ball over from Diaz to Grealish, who takes down well on his chest on the left-hand side of the byline. De Bruyne makes a nice run forward. He's squared up by Barella, captain against captain. De Bruyne looks to go backwards and does so. Back to Gavardio, who then plays into Rodriguez on the left-hand side now. Looks to play across him, but instead goes to Kanji. Kanji now plays into Rodriguez. He's got some news from Gavardio. He's using Rodriguez, squaring up Darmian. Pulling it across, it takes a few too many steps, and it's a great tackle by Thuram now in to try and play out from the back. It's a lovely play in the inside by Barella, who's striving forward here. Zielinski, it's a great tackle by Diaz, and but the referee has blown up for a
เฮ้ยเรียบร้อยไอ้เหี้ย
yeah, he's booked him.
โอ้ล้
I thought he might have won the ball, but clearly not. And Zielinski was racing through on goal.
He was. I mean, Ruben Diaz has just said, "What are you doing?" to the referee. I'd like to say a little bit. Essentially, he's very frustrated there, Ruben Diaz, with that decision. I mean, Zielinski goes on a really good run, and as he gets towards the halfway line, I mean, it's one of those where Diaz has slid in, but does he get the ball? I mean, as Zielinski perhaps trying to make the most of that as well, as he sees that there's going to be some contact, but as I said, the referee was on it straight away, so as far as he was concerned, it was an obvious yellow.
I think maybe what's persuading the referee to punish the yellow card is maybe because Diaz is going with both feet, and I think that maybe makes the tackle look a little bit more aggressive, maybe intentionally towards, because I think he does get a fair bit of the ball, and I think maybe if he had left his trailing leg on the ground, the referee wouldn't have even called that for a foul, but the fact that both legs are off the ground, it's by no means an extremely dangerous tackle, but both legs are off the ground, so I think maybe that might be what was persuading the referee to look at.
Yeah, it's that lack of control the referees don't like when the 2 feet are off the ground, but I suppose in the grand scheme of things, Ruben Diaz gives away a yellow card, and it's had a free kick on the halfway line there, and Ruben Diaz is that challenge, it's going to pretty much get through on goal, so it's probably one of those yellow cards that as a team, City won't mind conceding.
Not really, no, but it does give a little bit of promise, especially to Ram, who was tried to be running at Diaz a couple of times, but hasn't quite had the ball, so he'll be feeling a little bit more confident now as the game develops that he can perhaps get on the end of one of these passes. But it's City that come forward now, Grealish on the left-hand side, squared up by Darmian, goes inside on his left foot, and then plays the ball inside to Rico Lewis.
ำเหี้ยโอ้โหมันคล่องนะไอ้ชาวินโญ่เนี่ยแต่มันดูไม่ค่อยเข้ากับทีมนะเหลืองไปเลย
just about on the right hand side. He looks to play a long ball and does to Bernardo Silva. There's a lot of room here. There's a great touch on his right foot by Silva, and then plays it back to Gavardio. City do have a chance to cross, but it's deciding to just play a bit of a game of chess here, work it along. They do now Savino. Now he's got a real chance to cross. Gets on his right foot, points to the middle, but Silva does well. Back to De Bruyne, cuts it back to nobody.
เอาโคตรโหดนะเพื่อนๆเอาโน้ตบุ๊กมาทำงานนี่เดี๋ยว
Well, I mean, Inter, I appreciate the idea. They don't want to clear the ball at any time, but that was a little bit too, taking that a little bit too literally. There was
สวยเลยเขาหาตัดเกม
all the way into their own box, and now a chance for Haaland, who goes for goal, and it's just wide. But that is a classic example. I think any
ซิตี้ไม่ได้เหนือกว่าเนี่ยพูดถูกเลย
There's got to be the emergency exit option of just clearing it long, because twice then Inter should have been able to clear it. They didn't, and City almost scored.
Yeah, City should have pushed them there really. Misek doesn't quite get close to Haaland, and when you give him that much space on the edge of the box, usually you would be seeing the net ripple as the ball flies into the back of it, but just trickles a little bit wide. I don't think he quite purchased the ball that he desired. Inter do now play out from the back.
ว่าครึ่งหลัง
Zielinski plays a nice ball.
ว่าครึ่งหลังแม่งสนุกแน่
Forward here, bro, in numbers. It was a ball done well to get the ball out. Now it's into Haaland, who's dropped really deep. Finds a ball out wide to Bernardo Silva. He's got
มาอีกแล้ว
Savinho that he might use. Savinho taking his time to arrive there, but does indeed eventually. Now he's squared up by Serbi and Taremi, but really well to bring it inside, but then can't do much. Goes to the ground. Now it's a chance out wide for the ball to get across it. Ball to Bernardo Silva. He just misses the ball, and the referee has gone for a free kick after the Stoney was taken out by Haaland trying to go for that ball.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's Bernardo's goals there, really, isn't it? Bernardo Silva's got to score that, and when he misses it, Haaland just takes a wild swing at it and goes right through Alessandro Bastoni. Bastoni's certainly going to feel that one, and just needs a moment to pick himself up.
มันเป็นแบบเก็บคะแนนอ่ะมันก็เจอเอ้าโอ้โหเดอะบอยเอ้าโอ้โหยังไม่มีใครอยู่เอ้าได้อยู่
Yeah, he's just going for the ball there. His eyes are on the ball, and he's just gone through the man first. But I think that's probably comfortably the
โอ้โห
so
เฮ้ย
Silva, if he'd got really any contact on it, I'm sure that ball would have gone to the back of the net. Bissek does a little Maradona spin, which doesn't quite work out. Haaland gets the ball. Man City coming back into this one. Savinho tackled well by Augusto, and then gets the ball back off the Stoney. So he tries to ball the ball to Edison. Edison now in his own box with only one interplayer visible on our screen here. So they are sitting deeper and deeper as this first half goes on. Rodri allowed time and space to just maraud forward. He just checked by Taremi as he goes backwards sideways to Guardiola. Guardiola switches it to the right to Kanji. I mentioned Rico Lewis at the start of this game as being quite a key player, but we see too much.
มาอีกแล้วไปฮาแลนด์
criticism of him. I just think that the way the match has gone, he's just not been able to show what he can on that right-hand side. City have got a lot of halfway line possession and quickly over towards Sevilla. It's almost like Lewis has been bypassed a little bit.
Absolutely, and they're coming forward here again, Man City. De Bruyne's got a bit of space after a pass from Grealish. Gets on his right foot, and his shot is deflected. And was
เรียบร้อยโอ้โหโอ้ยเยี่ยเบรโดเบรโดพลาดเฉยเลยเฮ้ยโอ้โหอ๋อไอ้เหี้ยพลาดได้ไงวะเบรโด
Then but Sommer plays a pretty audacious ball, chipping Bernardo Silva back to Bastoni. Bastoni then playing it back to Sommer. It's again picking the middle with poor Bernardo Silva chasing his own tail. Sommer then goes out wide to Bissek, who, as we've seen so far, I think quite enjoys playing the ball at his feet from centre half. I'm sure some slight sleepless nights as this game has gone on. But Haaland picks up the ball, ball inside to De Bruyne. De Bruyne has a chance to shoot, but Serbi does well to close down that space. And it looks to be going behind for a corner, but Darmian just keeps it in play. And goes into Kanaloglu. His ball up top, looking for Thuram. Finds Thuram, but Thuram can't quite keep it down. And it will go off his chest for a Man City throw, which Guardiola takes back to Kanji. Man City comes forward again. Space so far.
โล่งๆเลยไม่น่าพลาดอ่ะเบรโดอ่ะ
This is a decent opportunity for Man City. They've camped out on the edge of Inter's box. Rodri now with the ball on the left, switches it over to Savinho, but his ball's a little overhit. Savinho has to backpedal a little bit to just compensate for that, but he does get it down and plays back to Kanji. Man City now have relinquished that territory they'd made up on the Inter Milan half, but they are forward again. Guardiola now into Diaz. He's the furthest Man City player back. He's just found way to the Inter Milan, which is giving a bit of indication as to how high on the field Man City are playing. Ball to Villa, Rico Lewis. It's a lovely little spin, but it just gets away from him. Plays
Ow.
back to
เอาเดอะบอยไอ้เหี้ยก็ดูดิ
ball played out wide to Thuram, and he's taken out by Kanji, so that'll be a free kick to Inter as they try and play their way out of the Man City box.
They do. It's Kanji giving the free kick away there. That's just a bit of respite for both teams. But it's been an intense few minutes now. It's doing what they can to try and keep the team away from each other. See, a very talented bench there for Manchester City this evening. McAtee, Carson, Kovacic, Nunez, I should say, Gundogan, Stones, Foden, Ortega, Walker, and Doku. So plenty of talent on that bench for City if needs be.
Absolutely, I think Premier League Player of the Year, Phil Foden, wasn't it? I'm not mistaken there.
ฮัลโหลครับครับผม
depth this Man City team do have. He had a bit of a disappointing Euros for England, but
แล้วใบพาเลทมันไม่ได้มีบอกหรอครับ
Zielinski, that one wasn't a bad one, but Thuram couldn't quite get the ball down. It's a slight challenge, and now it's into Barella. He had a little bit of space and time. Now Zielinski out wide. Ball comes back to Thuram, and it's deflected, and it's gone behind. It didn't actually take a deflection, I don't think.
It's just that bounce, isn't it? Once he's made up that first time of contact with it,
แป๊บหนึ่งครับพี่
just bouncing past that post. But again, it's now City making the Inter-Milan mistake of playing out from the back and being dropped the ball at the edge of their own box. And actually seeing that replay from the reverse angle doesn't do Thuram any favours. He's not really got the right connection there at all, has he?
No, I think it just maybe deflects off Augusto, which
ไม่เป็นไรพี่แต่แป๊บนึง
gave
นะ
Thuram the benefit of the doubt there, but it wasn't a great finish. He should have really done better with that. Grealish fouled as he runs forward by Bissek, young Bissek. So that'll be.
Grealish was after a yellow card there for Bissek just to try and slow him down a little bit.
Yeah, there have been quite a few heavy challenges, so I'm quite surprised. I think maybe that might change as the game goes on. Now it's Savinho, combines well with Rico Lewis, but is stolen away from him by Darmian. Now Kanaloglu and Rodri down the left-hand side, squared by Rodri and Rico Lewis and Savinho, so he has to go back.
แป๊บนึง
Bastoni then goes inside.
เดี๋ยวผมดูเอกสาร
Zielinski, Polish midfielder. Now it's Savinho. Through his defensive duties tonight, as
13พาเลทพี่ 13 ใช่ครับ
to Zielinski, then goes back to his goalkeeper. Man City not really pressing against some too much. That's a loose ball. You can kind of see why they're not pressing him. The ball's broken now for Rodri. Finds Jack Grealish. Ball into Haaland. De Bruyne is on, and that was a really decent chance for Belgium to score.
Well, it's almost like City have got a sixth sense that as soon as they can spot that Inter are trying to send longer balls out.
อ๋อไอ้ท็อปมันพาเลทแดงอย่างเดียวเลยอ่ะใช่ครับ13ตัวครับครับก็เท่ากับ27เราใช้ไปเราต้องเอากลับมา24ถูกไหม14กับ13เราเอาไปใช้3อ๋อก็ต้องเหลือ22ใช่ครับครับถูกครับเพราะเอาไปปูงานภูเก็ต2ใช่ไหมแล้วอีก2ตัวแล้วอีก2ตัวครับ
Still, Manchester City have the ball in the Inter.
เป็น2425แล้วอีก2ตัวใช่เพราะก็ทั้งหมดอ่ะพาเลททั้งหมดอ่ะมันเท่าไหร่ทั้งหมดอ่ะเป็น10ใช่อันนี้เราไม่ได้รวมเลทฟ้าใช่ปะ
Now it's Taremi, he's got an overlapping run from Augusto. Will he go alone?
Augusto.
Augusto then puts it back, and it's blocked by the legs of Edison. He didn't really have an option in the box there, did the Brazilian wing-back, but he did pretty well to convert that shot onto target.
He did well, absolutely, and say as the
เนี่ยพี่เอาไป14ไม่ใช่เหรอเนี่ยปล่อยท็อป13มันต้องมี27ตัวฮะพี่นับยังไงก็ได้ให้มันได้27อ่ะ อ๋อคืนไปแล้วเหรอคืออ๋อเลทโอนคืนไป3เราก็ต้องหักไป3เราก็ต้องมีแค่24 22เกินดิเกินดิแล้วเกินดิ เฮ้อ๋อเกินไม่เป็นไรหรอกอย่าขาดพอพี่ฮะ ฮะมันก็ไม่เป็นไรเกินผลิตเกินไม่เป็นไรอย่าขาดอย่างเดียวพี่ที่สุราษฎร์ใช่ไหมโอเคไม่เป็นไรครับแล้วที่เหลืออยู่บนรถพี่22ถูกไหมอ๋อก็ขอยท็อปมีเลทหนึ่งใช่ไหมอ๋อโอเคได้รู้เรื่องครับแต่ผลิตโอนไปอันหนึ่งใช่ไหมเอ้ยโอนไป3ใช่ไหมล่ะโอเคได้รู้เรื่องครับเพราะเวลานาทีหนึ่งโอ้ยปวดหัวแค่เรื่องผลิตยังปวดหัวเลยพี่เอ้ยพวกผมอะเรียบร้อยเพื่อนเสมอ1-1เสมอ1-1ครับเพื่อนครึ่งแรกก็มันก็ไม่ได้มันอะไรมากนะเพื่อนอย่างว่านะเพื่อนมันยังไอ้นี่กันอยู่มันยังตื่นเต้นกันอยู่แล้วระบบใหม่ด้วยมันก็เลยยังไม่รู้ว่าต้องเล่นยังไงไงใช่ไหมล่ะเพื่อนก็เลยไม่รู้ว่าเราต้องเล่นกันยังไงด้วยก็เลยแบบรอแป๊บนะครับเพื่อนๆขออนุญาตทำงานไปด้วยไม่ได้เปิดแอร์ด้วยนี่ฝนแม่งตกหนาวแต่ก็เริ่มร้อนแล้วล่ะเปิดสัก26แล้วกัน เพื่อนนะเข้ามาแล้วฝากกดไลค์ฝากกดแชร์ฝากกดติดตามมาด้วยดึงดึงดึงดึงดึงดึงพี่ไปไหนกันหมดอย่าหลับนะคนดูยังไม่ค่อยมีอยู่นะพี่คนดูผมหายไปไหนหมดเลยสงสัยหลับกันหมดแล้วเพื่อนฝากกดไลค์ให้ด้วยนะขอสัก10 ไลค์นะเพื่อนให้มันขึ้นหลัก10ไปจะอยู่หลักหน่วยคู่อื่นมันมีคู่อะไรอีกปะเพื่อนๆที่มันเป็นคู่ใหญ่ๆอ่ะมีปารีสเหรอปารีสเจอจิโรนาปะอ๋อนี่ไงปารีสเจอจิโรนาดอร์ทมุนด์เจอขับบูธเซลติกนำ1-0นำนะดึงดึงดึงดึงเย็นหนาวก็ไม่ได้เปิดอะไรไปไหนก็เป็นภาระใครเหรอใครอะพี่ไปไหนก็เป็นภาระพี่พูดถึงใครวะคนโกงข้อสอบอ๋อ โอ้โหอีเคียโน้ตบุ๊กค้างมีพวกเฟมินิสต์แบกสปาร์ตาปาร์กนำเรดบูลเซาโบกวะ3-0เป็นไปได้ดึงดึงดึงดึงดึงจะถึงดึงดึงดึงพอมเสียงแบบค้างอีกทีเดียว บาเยิร์นโหดเกินเมื่อคืนโหดจริงพี่ไอ้เชี่ยเอาไปแดกอะไรมาก็ไม่รู้บาเยิร์นยิงเก็บประตูได้เสียด้วยแหละมันมีผลไงพอมันเก็บคะแนนแบบนี้มันก็ผมว่ามันทำให้มันมีผลด้วยแหละการได้ประตูได้เสียเยอะใช่ไหมล่ะพวกพี่ว่าปะล่ะมัน0-0หมดเลยคู่ใหญ่ไม่น่าเชื่อเลยเฮนรี่เคนยิ่งแก่ยิ่งเก่งใช่เก่งจริงเฮนรี่เคนแต่ขอให้ได้แชมป์หน่อยเถอะจะไม่ได้แชมป์เลยกับอังกฤษก็ชั่วแชมป์หลายปีติดจริงยุโรป2 ครั้งว้าวใช่ว้าวจริงว้าวแบบหนักเลย
Foden going for goal, and it hits that stanchion post behind the goal, about a yard, maybe a yard and a half over the bar, but that's a bit better from City, just a bit more direct.
Absolutely, I think that's something that Foden does offer this Guardiola side that maybe players like Savinho or other wingers they do have maybe don't. In that he does play wide, but he drifts into that more central area, and that just creates a little pocket of space for him. We've seen him score so many goals from range last season, and he nearly added to his.
เจอทรงดีกว่านะแต่ไปเล่นนะ
To positions with space like that, then you can't imagine that a goal won't be too far away.
But Phil Foden can be on that left foot as Kyogo Hayashi now makes it 2-0 for us. We've seen now at the start of the second half, they're not afraid to try and play a long ball. Maybe that's something that Inzaghi has told them at half-time as a bit of a strong challenge there on Calhanoglu. They just have themselves a flick on the halfway line.
They do indeed. Calhanoglu can feel that one in the morning, I assume. It's just on his thigh, so he's giving that a quick rub so he doesn't maybe get any sort of injury. He's getting on a bit now, 35 I believe he is, so he's a player, and he didn't want to take a free kick there, just allowing him to additional breather after
หวดแม่งเลยออกไปแล้วเราตาโล่โอ้โห สุดยอดว่ะเอาไว้แก้เพชรสวยเอ้ย
plays a miscued pass that goes straight out for a throw. City now back in possession here with Oscar Guardiola. Diaz, a player on a booking in this game.
เล่นในบ้านด้วยนะซิตี้นะ
Now tell they are just trying to exert a little bit more dominance at the start of this second half.
They are indeed. You know, they're playing the ball around nicely, but so too are Inter. And I think Sione Inzaghi is going to want to convey the message that Inter should just keep playing the way they're playing. Don't succumb to playing on the back foot and playing long balls, because that does just play into Man City's hands. But yeah, City winning with a free kick here, and they are slowly just approaching into the Inter half.
Yeah, a bit of a comfy one there from Bastoni. This will be a good chance here for Manchester City. It's well over on the right-hand side, but certainly a good angle here for a cross. They've got a couple of players who can certainly do some damage here.
สูสีจัดนะที่เพื่อนคู่เนี้ย
Fires a ball into the 6-yard box. Just too many Inter bodies in the way. And I just think with the height that City have, probably was inviting a cross. Playing one along the ground, it was probably a bit easier for Inter to deal with it.
Yeah, I think playing a low cross with pace like that from Gundogan isn't a bad idea, but Inter have 11 men in the box there, so it's always going to be difficult to pick out a target man like Erling Haaland, who was just floating in the back post. Maybe a little dinked ball over the top would have been better, but Inter breaking forward here.
They do, they win it back, and they're on the counter-attack here. It's a great opportunity. Pushing forward now, pass over towards Darmian, who breaks into the penalty area. Is he going to go for goal himself? But what is he doing? It's a back heel from Matteo Darmian when he broke into the box, and then Thuram, desperate to try and win the ball back for Inter, flatters into Jack Grealish and gives the free kick away. But I tell you what, there's been Premier League teams that have played Man City 2 or 3 times in the league, and they might get this many opportunities to counter, and Inter just wasted the time and again.
Yeah, it was a brilliant chance for Darmian there. I don't know what you summed it up best. I don't know what he's doing. I mean, Barella's making a supporting run, but it's only in an attempt to kind of draw away Ruben Diaz. Inzaghi's on the touchline. He's absolutely furious, quite rightly so, because that is a golden chance, the most clear cut we've seen all day. What I will say is maybe he was put off a little bit by the onrushing defender, but he should be just taking one touch, maybe two, and then firing that low and hard into the bottom left-hand corner, because Ederson was maybe caught a little bit by surprise on his back foot, and that was a prime shooting chance. If maybe that had fallen to a more clinical player, Inter would find themselves 1-0 in front.
Well, they would do. I think that Jack Grealish is, although he gets tangled here with Thuram, I actually think it's Thuram treading on Jack Grealish's hand that's caused City's number 10 the most pain there, and yeah, he's holding his left wrist there. So that's certainly the most animated we've seen Simone Inzaghi in this game. To say I'm not brilliant with my Italian, but I can assume what he was saying there. He was absolutely furious because he could see that his side were in a position to try and shoot a goal, and Darmian, I don't know if he just going to do a rush ahead against the defender and suddenly in the opposition penalty area, but he should have had a bit more composure there.
Absolutely. I mean, that is a prime chance, the most clear we've seen all day. You do worry maybe.
เอามาแล้ว
Professional. When you've sat deep.
เอาไปแล้วหลุดแล้วหลุดยิงไอ้ควายโอ้โหมึงทำอะไรอ่ะทำอะไรอ่ะ
because that half-hearted pass looking for Barella was an absolute shocker, and Foden, if it wasn't for a crucial interception by a Serbi, would have found himself on the score sheet coming on as a half-time substitution. But as it stands, both teams now a bit wasteful in front of goal, but Inter Milan coming forward again.
They are, and then there was a challenge there from Akanji, and he couldn't quite get the ball the second time, and Thuram taking advantage. Decent one from Thuram, he gets to the edge of the area, tees it up for Barella, who's made a bit of a mess of that. I take it back, it wasn't Barella, it was Kojelinski who's tried a very audacious outside of the boot strike, and in the end it's not a pass, it's not a cross, and again more animation there from Inzaghi, because he knows that his side are getting more attacking position. They probably bargained for this evening, and they're not using it.
Well, that's twice now where Inter have been in a really good position attackingly. It's Thuram that time who's guilty of a bit wasteful. He puts up his right foot. Maybe from a huge perspective you want to see a bit of excitement, but I think he should be absolutely leathering that ball towards the top corner. Because they've not really had any shots. They've had a lot of spacing behind this Man City defence, which a lot of teams don't really get, as you mentioned. And you know, with that space, you've got to take a few risks. And playing the ball back there to your teammate in Zielinski.
ให้เดอะบอยเจ็บไป
More pressurised.
ไม่มีโอเดการ์ดด้วย
I'm not saying he shouldn't have had that shot there, Zielinski, but he certainly maybe should have tried the outside of his boot.
Yeah, it's the same would have been
Ow.
his career if it had gone in, but
โอ้โหฟิลโฟเดน
against him there
Oh.
really is a bit of a hopeful ball there from Guardo. Doesn't reach its target. It's picked off here by Carlos Augusto, and he's off down the left-hand side trying to take on Rodri for pace, and he does get past Rodri for pace, and then Rodri must have given a free kick away there, surely. I would say I'm certainly not an Inter fan, but must have to me, I'm quite surprised that the referee didn't give a free kick there, which seems to be leaning on the Inter fan. Down the right-hand side, things are here for Phil Foden. Foden into Gundogan. Bernardo Silva with his arms aloft on the right-hand side. He's completely unmarked. That whole right wing is his, but City go down the left here with Grealish. He plays it back in towards Gundogan. Down to Rodri. All over towards the right-hand side, taken down here by Bernardo Silva. Blocked here by Zielinski, goes back in towards Kanji. Actually, the ball played back towards Ruben Diaz, but City still at the edge of the Inter penalty area. Bernardo Silva to Kanji. Rodri plays it first time into Grealish, who's in a more central position this time. Not quite get the ball out of his feet as quickly as he would have liked. Is he going to get his side a free kick there? Well, the referee's been consistent. He's allowed a little bit of physicality, and now it's Inter on the counter. But Barella and Calhanoglu getting each other's way, and City at least. Well, I say Inter at least get the consolation prize of a free kick.
55 นาทีแล้วเพื่อนๆมีโอกาสเสมอสูงนะเนี่ย
Yeah, I think it's a little bit of
จริงๆนะ
for the referee, because that Rodri one, as you mentioned, we were certain was a foul, and I think that one on Grealish there was also a pretty contentious decision. But
Well, the Grealish foul for me is a lot more obvious than the Barella one, where essentially Guardiola puts his hands on him and Barella just falls over, whereas Grealish for me really was tripped up as Celtic make it 3-0 now against Slovan Bratislava. It's angles from the penalty spot. But it's still goalless between It's still goalless between PSG and Girona, and here at the Etihad, 58 minutes gone, unofficially dependent on Joshua Rodri. Also goalless. It's very surprised when this game finishes 0-0. I just think there's enough attacking intent from both teams that we are going to see a goal.
absolutely, I mean, both teams could probably have had one or two themselves, and I think as this game goes on, tired legs begin to set in. Maybe there'll be even more space for both teams to attack. That being said, Inter have been really, really good defensively. I think that two teams, Man City, have been quite nervous to back and give away a lot of loose balls. They've allowed Inter Milan to play some quick 1-2s and get forward. And I think, you know, they'll count themselves lucky, Pep Guardiola's meant to not be behind here, but at the same time I think the more clear-cut the chances have fallen to Man City.
They have. I think that City have probably been surprised with how open Inter have been at times, but at the same time there has been a lot of good defensive organisation from Inzaghi's side. They're in possession now, trying to push into the Manchester City. That midfield trio, they're exchanging some short passes, but there's room for manoeuvre here for Inter, because City looks a little bit very high offside line. Any kind of long ball or diagonal ball is going to be tough here as Bastoni plays one along the ground, and he picks out Calhanoglu. There is some space here now as he goes over towards the right-hand side. It's with Isak in towards the penalty, and Darmian plays one into the, well, I was going to say he plays into the City box, he does, he plays it into the little glimmers here for Inter all the time.
Absolutely. I mean, I just want to highlight Rodri in the midfield for Man City, because he's been flawless again tonight. I don't think I've ever seen him give the ball away. Just there, he takes the ball out of the air, just plucks it out of the air onto his right foot, and then he's surrounded by 2 or 3 Inter players, and he just dances away from them, and then gets his pass on forwards towards Jack Grealish, and he's been really integral in recent years for Man City's success. And tonight again, he's been really, really good.
Yeah, but I mean, as I say, it's Rodri's just that
Bye.
career defensive midfielder, box-to-box midfielder. It's the same one as one of the best in the world right now, not for no reason, as Thuram is tricked just as he tries to get the ball away from his own penalty area. Now, be careful as well. down now against Celtic. But here at the Etihad, it's City trying to press here at the edge of the Inter penalty area. Sommer's been rushed here as Haaland was getting close to him, and Darmian now clears the ball up towards the halfway line, taken down by Thuram. Straight into Barella. Barella wins the ball cleanly, says the referee, and Inter are pushing forward here, and it's with there's a chance here now to get to the ball over towards Thuram. Back now with Barella. Barella's ball into the box. It doesn't quite reach Taremi, and it's cleared out for a throw. And City are just starting to look a little bit more stretched at the back now.
They are. I mean, Inter do so well to move the ball quickly into the final third, and once they get there, it's like walking football almost. I think it was Barella who was on the attack, like sticking forward, and he just stopped. Looks to the ball wide, which I understand what they're doing. They want to play with the full-backs and the centre halves getting forward, but it's just a bit slow at the moment. I think they need to move the ball a lot quicker, get it into Thuram, because he's the real danger man, and try and create some more chances.
It's a long throw from Darmian, and that does put the City defence under pressure, but it's a couple of headers, and then it's a volley clearance from Phil Foden up towards the halfway line. Bastoni here leaves it for Jan Sommer, who went a long way out of his penalty. Now it's Bastoni with a long diagonal ball. Really good way of possession there, really. He was trying to pick out Barella, but it was overhit straight into the arms of Edison. City are back in possession now, and space here down the right for Rico Lewis. Still checks his run though. So again, City just had that sort of a spring in their step. It's been very sort of slow and methodical from Guardiola's side this evening. Diaz, the halfway line. Lewis has been a little bit deep, but tries an early ball to Foden this time, but it's well read by Carlos Augusto. So he goes back towards Aaron Sommer. Just checked, Sommer has time to measure a long clearance down the middle. It's over the head of Thuram, headed forward here by Ruben Diaz. City have the ball back straight away. Just tell you very quickly, the FL Cup, it's now potentially. Back into the Etihad, here come City now, and it's Bernardo Silva into Rico Lewis. Lewis takes a slight deflection, and it's fortunate for Inter, unfortunate for City that it doesn't get through. So any deflection, he should be going out for a throw. No, does well there. There's a Kanji to keep the ball in play, and all of a sudden Inter can't get hold of the ball right now.
I mean, I've never seen this before in my life. The composure that Inter seem to have in their own 6-yard box. It's Barella that picks up a loose ball that was a decent one from Foden, low and hard, and it's not exactly out of the danger zone. And Barella then just seems to check inside, goes back to his combines with his goalkeeper, and somehow Inter keep possession and are able to play it out of danger. But it is really quite incredible, just the composure and the confidence that the Italian side are playing with in their own box.
Just goes to show this playing out from the back really has spread right across football. As you say, the players, the confidence they have just to try and keep hold of the ball. They've obviously been taught from a very early stage of the department. It's there is doubt any question on this. Absolutely necessary. They're almost scared to clear the ball wrong, whereas sometimes you do have to do it. As City give the ball away, we're going to see our first changes of the evening for Inter. And Lautaro Martinez and Henrik Mkhitaryan are getting ready to come on. And of course, knows this City very well, having had a spell United. But it's Thuram that gets the hook. I mean, I would have had Taremi going off before Thuram myself, but it looks as though he wants to have sort of two nimble, sort of technical forwards at that midfield. So Thuram.
น่าจะเสมอประวัติเนี่ยเพื่อน
I'm not quite sure about that. I think Thuram's been really, really good. Not really in front of goal, but his work rate and helping back with his team has been really, really promising tonight. And I think he offers that. He's able to dribble out from the back. He's able to relieve pressure from his defence. And I don't know whether Martinez, who's more of an out-and-out striker, is going to be able to offer that for Simone Inzaghi.
Martinez. I mean, they're certainly not similar players. They have very different qualities, but in terms of their build, in terms of the way they like to drop deep, they're potentially going to be missing the number 9 now. Even though obviously Martinez is a goal getter, but he likes to start deep as well.
Yeah, he is. I do question that substitution maybe a little bit because Taremi, I've mentioned a few times, he's looked tired from being on. Whether or not he's keeping him on just for maybe that goal-scoring instinct in and around the box that might present itself later on, I don't know. But I think on the balance of play, you'd have to say that maybe he'd be the one player you'd be wanting to take off. He hasn't played too badly by any stretch, but he just hasn't quite offered what Thuram did.
Compared to how often we've mentioned Thuram, he's also been a bit more anonymous, really, hasn't he? So I'm a little bit surprised that Mehdi Taremi has survived the substitution. But as I say, if he ends up scoring the next couple of minutes, it wasn't like that. Still pick out Grealish on the left-hand side, and Grealish heading towards the penalty area, being stood up here by Damian. Grealish just about getting the pass back here towards Vardio, now at the edge of the area, just gets away from Foden, and then it's cleared long by Serbia. It is just a clearance, nobody up there for International. As I say, Thuram would have always been pushing a bit further forward. Martinez and maybe just dropping a little bit deeper. Again. Options here to try and play it long. To Gundogan and now Grealish down the left-hand side. Grealish taking on Damian. So Damian trying to style it out like he's just going to take the throw on, but I think he knows that he's just trying to stop Jack Grealish a little bit to leave.
Yeah, you can see what Grealish is trying to do there all day. He's knocked down the line. Just takes it out. Another free kick again, Jack Grealish. That's what he's so good at doing. It's Mkhitaryan, the substitute there, who just clips his heels as he tries to dance around him.
Well, he was at one stage the most fouled player in the Premier League, Jack Grealish, and you can see why he is a difficult player to stop sometimes. And I still warmed up to remember when he was much better central midfielder than he was a left wing. I still prefer him in that free role in the middle, really, but he's been converted into that. Free kick here for a City, right-footed. Gundogan and left-footed Foden are standing over. It is on the left-hand side. Each suits a good one if they want to send an in-swinger into the box. Referee's doing a little bit of housekeeping there at the edge of the penalty area to set up their offside. And it's going to be the outswinger from Foden, aimed at Haaland, headed up in the air though by Bastoni. Then a second chance there for City protection right now. They're going to get a clearance in. But it's an entertaining 0-0, and it will be James to see us through to full time.
Well, hopefully we can see some more chances being carved out. What I will say is just on that clearance there that went forward from Inter, you know, we mentioned substitution. We've just seen it highlighted there. There's not really any, pressing going forward. Martinez and Taremi like to drop deeper. They're a little bit less mobile players. I do think maybe as this game goes on, it's going to be hard for Inter to play out the lines, but Man City come forward, you hear Grealish into Gundogan, now Foden, this should be a goal, but no! Foden striking straight at the goalkeeper Sommer, and that really was a chance to open the scoring for Man City.
Well, it's a great chance, but I suppose Inter can just thank their lucky stars and just the way this ball has ended up with Phil.
สวัสดีครับ
Hit it with his weaker right
สวัสดีครับพี่แฟนลิเวอร์พูลเมื่อคืนไม่มาเมื่อวานผมไลฟ์ลิเวอร์พูลไม่มาดูเลย
all the way through, has a strike, but it's canned off of Serbi. Back to Rico Lewis, is closed down immediately by a number of black and blue shirts. Ball floats to the back post, falls to Gundogan, whose volley is over the crossbar. It was a Serbi who couldn't quite clear his lines in the 6-yard box. Man City really applying the pressure now as we move into the final 20 or so minutes of this game.
แมนซิตี้เกิดอะไรขึ้นกับเรือใบคงจะต้องรอผลสรุปแหละพี่แต่ผมว่าจะโดนไม่เยอะหรอกทีมมีเงินแม่งพูดยากกว่าพี่
He's just allowed to stroll so easily into the box, which Man City haven't really done so far in this game.
And I just wonder that he seemed to be pointing Inzaghi towards Denzel Dumfries. I just wonder maybe potentially he's considering about changing Damian. Maybe Damian's starting to look a little bit leggy on that right-hand side. And Grealish is getting a little bit more joy against him. So that maybe something rare occasions to win with
Plays a nice 1-2 back with Morello, and then Mkhitaryan was then played through, but he was taken out by Diaz, who was already on a yellow card, and he was furious at himself there, the Portuguese centre-back. I think maybe one or two Inter fans were furious at the referee, because you could see him being booked for that.
Yeah, it was a strong challenge, but we're going to see a change now. It's going to be a defensive change. I mentioned Denzel Dumfries as a right-sided defender, another right-sided defender who is Benjamin Pavard. They've certainly got a wealth of talent of right-sided defenders there into both Pavard and Dumfries. So certainly absolutely top draw, but it is going to be the French international that will be coming on momentarily, but here coming to now on the attack.
Ball forward now for Taremi. He's onside and he plays the ball inside the
ออยได้ลงยังออย
cross in, but it's a poor one. It's headed away by
เรียกลงเพิ่งเรียกลงเหรอ
finds Haaland, just wants to keeps the ball, plays it
โอเคโอเค
Silva. City players bursting forwards, but also seems to check his run, turn back and play it back to Kanji. Kanji plays a ball forward to Gundogan. He's been quite lively since he came on. Then he settled forward moments ago. He drifts inside, plays the ball inside. Sliding challenge from Martinez, couldn't quite intercept the pass. And Lewis gets it wide to Silva. Silva, his right foot, plays a nice ball inside to Rodri. Rodri now to Grealish, who's growing ever present. And as his strike, and it's deflected off Darmian behind for a corner. Grealish getting a bit more involved now.
Yeah, he's certainly seen a lot more of the ball. I mean, he wasn't exactly anonymous in the first half, but he really is pretty much City's main man now in this second half in terms of the chances that City are getting and who's actually ultimately having the shots at goal. They want to make this change now, but traditionally you don't make changes before you defend the corner, so we're going to see this one from Gundogan first.
Yes, we need sweet ball from Gundogan, his right foot.
ดูอาร์เซนอลนะพรุ่งนี้ยูฟ่าใช่พี่พรุ่งนี้ลุ้นเลยอาร์เซนอลผมอะโอ้โหเจ็บปะนะใช่เฮียอินเตอร์แม่งเล่นเกมรับดีนะรับแล้วสวนเข้าท่าด้วยนะพี่ไม่ใช่ว่าไม่ได้เรื่องนะ
So far this game is they've had the space and they've had the rules, but they just haven't got the pace in their forward men to get the ball forward and get the attack moving.
No, that has been an issue that 2 or 3 times when they've got forward, they just haven't been able to finish the run off in the way that if City had that same position, they would be able to get that ball. So take nothing away. There's 73 minutes gone, and it's a value for this 0-0, which, as I say, so many teams come to the Etihad with a plan and a plan B, and neither of them work out. But for Inter so far, it has worked.
Yeah, I'd say defensively, Inter are definitely the better team.
ใช่ปารีสเจอรับเหมือนกัน
The top side is
กิโลน่าแม่งรับกระจายเลย
wiped out by Morello though. Puts his stops on the team knows that was a certain foul. I'm surprised it's not really a book now because that was an absolute.
It has to be. It's frustrating with this referee, the amount of fouls that Jack Grealish has. I mean, it's really reckless there from Morello. It's not like he's lunged in with both feet, but he's body checked Jack Grealish with no effort to try and avoid it.
No, I think that's an absolute textbook yellow card. I'm not quite sure how he was escaped without getting in the book. But to do now, changes on. It'll be Denzel Dumfries and Benjamin Pavard to come on. So you alluded earlier to Dumfries, who I think is a much more attacking player. He's going to be Jan Bissek who's going to play.
เฮียรถบัสเนี่ย
Interesting change there because Bissek was always playing as a centre half.
ดูฟี่จะลงแล้ว
Benjamin Pavard will play there. He has played as a right side.
Yeah, I think if you were to say Pavard and Dumfries coming on for the 2 players that are going off, I think it's more likely that Pavard can go in the back 3 and Dumfries. He's probably got more of the qualities of being that sort of right winger that can try and bomb up the midfield. It's an interesting move this from Itagi. He's strengthened his defence, but at the same time giving himself an outlet. He needs to do it. In the Euros this summer, and he was a really key player for how Koeman's men went forward. A lot of interchanging down the right-hand side, and he was really prominent in that attacking aspect. But Man City do have a free kick here. 50 minutes left of normal time to play, there or thereabouts. This is a decent opportunity to put up a good ball in. It's foaming an outswinging ball towards a Kanji, but it was just a little bit too high, and the Swiss international was reaching over the back. Yeah, it's never really one out for him. That one that goes wide, a long way wide, as well as now we can see Guardiola is calling over another substitute. We're going to see another change here for City, and finally the deadlock is broken elsewhere other than at Celtic Park this evening. Borussia Dortmund.
โอ้โหเฮียบาเลล่าเหลืองแล้วมั้งไม่เหลืองด้วย
This is a chance for Inter. Can he get on the end of this one? He's got runners in the box. Dumfries first time cross, bounce over everyone, falls to Taremi, and it's just over the bar. It's actually Mkhitaryan, the the Armenian international. The ball just bobbles in front of him, and that's probably Inter's best chance of the game.
Well, it's a great chance, and it's a great counter-attack, and there's no offside. I tell you what, Ruben Diaz was just a little bit slow coming off his line to try and get in line with the rest of his teammates.
แมนยู70 เมื่อวานแมนยูโหดยอมเมื่อวานแมนยูอ่ะ
Just forces the Armenian just to try and lift that effort a little bit higher, but it goes the wrong way wide in the end. And they're sitting there preparing to bring on Jeremy Doku.
They are indeed. Maybe a little bit of pace is what Pep Guardiola is wanting from his players and from his bench. Jeremy Doku certainly has that. It's quite a similar profile, I think, to Savinio. So interesting to see as the season progresses which one will take that spot on the wing. Ball now to another Manchester City. Grealish tries to play a cute ball into Foden. It's come out.
อัพ15 นาทีดูว่าซิตี้จะเจาะได้หรือเปล่าว้าไม่มีไรเหนียวว่าคิโรน่าเหนียวว่าไงพี่เหรอก็จะให้พี่รอพาเลทมันจะตี 4แล้วพี่ไม่น่าทันแล้ว
is on a booking after a clumsy challenge on the run in the first half. Plays it right to McCann, that's what we can receive. One of a number of players have been fairly absent. And it's back to Akanji, then gives it away to Martinez, plays Mkhitaryan in, but falls over, manages to retain possession, which he typically does. Ball now into Gundogan, this is a good attack run for Man City. He's going to go wide now to Bernardo Silva, bit of space for the Portuguese midfielder, tries to get out his right foot, but decides to check back, goes to Rodri. City now seems to be queuing up on the edge of the box, but Rodri decides against playing it across box. Goes back to Bernardo Silva. Inter have now got all the men.
พี่ประกอบของพี่ใกล้เสร็จยังพี่อ๋อโอเคเอาพาเลทกลับกับพี่พรชัยเลยนะเขาบอกเขาลงเสร็จแล้วเขาโทรมาเมื่อกี้ใช่โอเครู้เรื่องบอกพี่ทีแล้วกันว่าพาเลทกลับกับคันนี้บอกลุงทีแล้วกันว่าพาเลทกลับกับคัน10 ล้อโอเคครับ
Have a strike on goal. It's parried away by Sommer. That was a decent effort by the Croatian defender, and Man City still remain on the attack. Loop ball into the box for Sommer to catch, and into just about survive.
Yeah, but it was a loop ball in that Sommer should deal with. We see this effort here from McCarty, really puts his left foot through it, but it's a good save from Sommer. It's a nice height for the keeper as well. He's always got his eyes on. He's able to push the ball away. That's just a bit of an issue here now, potentially. Last season, it would be quite rare to see Jack Grealish and Doku on the pitch at the same time because they were sort of competing the last 10 minutes of this game. Guardiola wants both of them on the field.
Yeah, I think maybe what might happen here is Doku might go to the right and then Foden plays in that more central.
ผมว่าคู่นี้มันน่าจะมีประตูเนี่ยดอร์ทมุนด์นำแล้ว 1-0 เอาวะพี่ว่าคู่นี้มันจะมีประตูปะไปแล้วเอาลูกบุรีซ้อมเหรอพี่ซ้อมเหรอลูกบุรีซ้อมเหรอครับพี่ซ้อมอะไรวะพี่ผมลูกบุรีไฟฟ้า ผมก็อย่างเงี้ยแหละพี่คนเลวช่องผมอะ ช่องอื่นก็ไม่ทำกันหรอกช่องผมนี่แหละ บ้านๆเลย ช่องอื่นเขาไม่มีใครทำมันหรอกดูบุรีอะอย่างว่าเราไม่มีสังกัดไงเราเป็นแบบเราเป็นคนไม่มีสังกัดเราทำอะไรก็ได้ไม่มีกฎระเบียบเอาวันนี้โอ้ยิงไอ้เหี้ยติดเซฟอีกโอ้โหซัมเมอร์เปิดเข้าไปโอ้โหจบแล้วไอ้เหี้ยซัมเมอร์เหนียวไอ้สัตว์จะกินซัมเมอร์ว่านี่ยากเพื่อนเอาครับดูกูมาแล้วดูกู
Absolutely. I mean, I think if the score remains 0-0, both managers will have a case to be a little bit frustrated that their side haven't taken 3 points because both teams have had the chances to go in front and win this game. As it stands, though, still 0-0. Inter have the ball again in their own half. So really, really nice. I mean, it's just liquid football. Even as I'm commentating now, it's making it even more extravagant, but they have now given it away. Foden with the ball, and then almost gives it away back to Tacey. Now Rico Lewis going forward, plays in Haaland, but the ball was just past the Norwegian striker. He's been fairly absent.
He has. I mean, but the thing with Haaland is that he does need the service. Sometimes he can get the ball from deep and do something himself, but we can't really say that he's missed a lot of chances this year because he's not had those chances. Now, whether that's him not being in the right position, whether it's his teammates.
Absolutely. All credit must go to Inter. The way they've played out from the back today has been really, really refreshing to watch, I think, in this competition because so often teams play Man City and they just shut up shop, play defensively, get the ball, but Inter managed to defend really, really well. But the same time, very nice football. As I say, that long and it's cleaned up at the back.
เพื่อนๆเดี๋ยวรอดู
He goes forward to Rico Lewis.
ว่ามันจะเป็นยังไงวะเกม10 นาทีสุดท้ายเนี่ย
Also very subtly, and can't say that's really a bad thing on his part because he has done his job. He's just not really involved too much in the action.
No, that's right. I think that particularly in this sort of game where there's been a lot of possession, but not too many sort of clear-cut chances one after another. There are some players who are just going to sort of drift in and out a little bit. And City, as I said, the fluid sort of possession means that sometimes they've certainly the last 10 minutes.
Take on his man for the second time after Bastoni won that earlier duel. Goes back instead to Kanji, then switches play to Gvardiol back into Ruben Diaz, who occupies that central centre half role really, really nicely.
สวัสดีครับใส่เสื้อแมนยูชนะ 7-0 นี่ทั้งแฟนแมนยูแฟนลิเวอร์พูลเลยเว้ยเอาอะได้พี่เอาใจช่วยแฟนแมนยูหน่อยอุตส่าห์ชนะ 7-0 โอ้โหเฮียดูดิเพื่อนๆอะไรอ่ะโอ้โห
6 passes and they just move the ball so quickly up the pitch, and I think that substitute with Martinez just adds a little bit of extra pace and threat that maybe they were missing. But City, it's their turn to attack with Doku playing into a Kanji. I think all 3 centre-halves for City are quite very, very good games. There have been gaps at behind, but I think that's more of a system fault than one of theirs. Doku now shapes up his man, so he can't quite get back to TC. The Interman substitute is really well to hold him up. Now it's Rodri in the middle of the park, holds off Barella, then plays it wide to Gvardiol, who's got a little bit of space in here, tries to play a nice ball in centre forward, but it's cut out straight away.
ซิตี้บุกยับ
Inter Milan man. He gets the ball though, does Gvardiol, plays it inside to Rodri. Rodri thinks about playing a nice ball forward, but decides against it, goes inside forward, gets to Gvardiol. Gvardiol now to really shape up by going through. It's a really take his time. potentially an offside flag, but the referee waves play on ball into the middle of the area. Look at the Rico Lewis, and it's well, it's not even cleared away into. We'll just now try and play out from the back again. Barella this time does poorly though, and Rodri's able to take
Yeah, he had enough time there, Barella, to get rid of the ball himself. He shouldn't have really been.
อ้าวเฮียหลุดแล้วไปแล้วอินเตอร์จะสวนแล้วเอามาร์ติเนสยิงโอ้โหเอ้ยติดเซฟเย็ดเคไม่มีกระชอก
Yeah, I mean, Sommer didn't look too troubled by that. Whether or not it's just he saw it late and there was nothing he could do if it was on target. But I think it was just the way Rodri just sprayed it with the left foot. It just seemed to look as if it was going away.
This is a good chance to strike. It's fairly taken. It was into the ground. It's bounced, and Sommer's able to collect it.
It's one of those where Foden gets it, and then when he looks up and sees where he is and how close he is to goal and how much of a clear sight of goal he has, he thinks, well, I'll put my left foot through this, but his body's in the wrong position, and there's options to play it short to Gundogan and Grealish, and I think if Foden sees that replay, he would admit it was the wrong option to shoot it.
Yeah, he had plenty of options there. He should have probably taken a touch, and then maybe decided what to do after that, but taking the shot first time hasn't been dangerous move on his part. Didn't really result in anything too meaningful from the shot. Ball out wide out to Pavard from Sommer. Pavard then goes inside to Barella, who has got every blade of grass on this pitch this evening, and with the size of the pitch at the Etihad Stadium, that's quite a difficult task, so fair play to him. He's probably going to have a sleep pretty well tonight. Ball out wide now to Qatar, who tries to left the ball to Martinez. It's
เอาดูกูเปิดเข้าไปโอ้โหเฮียไม่ได้
back to Sommer again into playing it fair. They seem to have got more risky with the ball in their own box as the game's gone on, which is quite surprising.
Whether it's that or it's just they're starting to feel a little bit tired and they're just sort of not being as sort of clear cut as they should be, because a couple of occasions that they are really taking really big risks and they give the ball away midfield anyway.
They do indeed. Guardiola picks it up.
ไม่ชอบแมนซิตี้โดน115คดีโดนโคตรเยอะอ่ะพี่จริง
Squares him up. Grealish just takes a little bit of time with the ball, fades one way and then the other, but still has the ball at his feet, and then he'll go across pitch. It's actually he'll switch it towards Man City, and ball out wide to Doku on his right foot, digs the ball into the area. This is a decent one to Grealish, falls now to Rodri. Will he strike it first time? No, he takes a touch, gets the ball down, thinks about going out wide, but Rodri's to do that. Rodri finds it so far around. It's ball in now. It's into the middle of the park. The ball from Guardiola looking to a good one. His header was straight to the arms of a welcoming young Sommer, and that was another good chance for Man City.
Well, would you believe it, from Manchester City's point of view, on the one occasion when there's a really good ball, just might have had his left foot offside there actually, Gundogan, but Haaland should be there. If Haaland's in that central position,
โอ้เซลติก5-1แล้วว่ะ
I think he would have done a little
ปารีสก็ยังยิงไม่ได้เหมือนกันนะเนี่ย
straight down the middle and straight into the arms of young Sommer.
Yeah, it was a poor effort on goal that from the German, signed on a free from Barcelona after leaving there just last year. Captained the new camp team and did fairly well, and I don't think Guardiola ever really replaced him. So he decided the easiest thing
ฮัลโหลพี่
back. It's a loose challenge there.
พี่รู้แล้วใช่ไหมพรุ่งนี้พี่วิ่งชลบุรีอ่ะ
Foden takes it to him, but it's very late.
เดี๋ยวกลับมาวิ่งชลบุรีตอนช่วงเที่ยงเนี่ย
Man City will start the free kick.
ใช่โอเคยังไงพี่รีบกลับมาแล้วกันนะครับครับ
Chance for City in the last 30 seconds of regulation play. I can't think there'll be more than 3 minutes of added time, but it's been taken short into Doku.
Doku phase one way, then the other, ball into the box, deflected out wide. There's going to be a corner kick to Man City. It was deflected off Mkhitaryan, who just lunged at Doku. It was a bit of a mixed match between Mkhitaryan and Doku on that side, but as well as the Armenian experienced midfielder. In swinging ball now from Phil Foden. Referee just stops a second for the Serbian Haaland having a right old wrestle at the back post. So they're just checking each other all to continue.
โรดี้
Into the middle of the
โอ้
box.
โรดี้ยิงได้เปล่า
Ball's headed away. Comes to Rico Lewis, but his clearance is really poor.
เรียบร้อยโอ้โห
To get the ball forward.
เฮีย
Pretty magnificent in this game so far. There are 4 minutes of additional time, and Man City coming forward now with Phil Foden, but Stone does really well, gets the right side of the ball. He comes away with the ball to Raimi now. His legs have absolutely gone, and he's just collapsed to the floor, and he beat the ball away. I'm not sure quite how he's remaining on the pitch for so long, and why Inzaghi has not made a change now, because the Iranian just looks dead on his feet.
He does, he looks knackered, but Inzaghi was furious there because he felt one of his players shoved off the ball just as that ball was headed out. And Inter were expecting a free kick, but it ended up just being a throw to Man City.
Which they take quickly now. Gavardo on the his feet, plays it to Rodri. Rodri has Grealish to his left, and then a plentiful amount of options to his right. One of them is Rico Lewis, who finds a nice lofted ball. Lewis out wide to Doku, thinks about playing the cross on his left, but instead checks inside. Then takes on Augusto, does really well.
เปิดทดเวลาไม่เยอะด้วยเนี่ยเดือด
Straight for a Man City player. And this one from Foden's got to be good. We've still got 2.5 minutes to play.
Indeed, Foden with another in-swinging corner. Most of these tend to end up towards the middle of the 6-yard box, which this one does, but taken away by Martinez. It was Ruben Diaz again. The flipped ball in was just left by Man City players because they were all offside. Foden being one of them. Something past the ball. Again, for a chance to Serbia off the ball. Them two exchanging a few handbags, but play waved on. Ball given away by Mkhitaryan, and Rico Lewis heads it down towards Jeremy Doku. But the Belgian winger is lashed out there at Mkhitaryan, and that'll be a free kick after Mkhitaryan and Bastoni just kind of out-muscled the Belgian winger. And Doku getting frustrated with that. Kicks Mkhitaryan.
He does. This is a second wasted here for City that will certainly play into the hands of Inter. Just to say very quickly that the injuries likely to be a late winner, and it's Mendes with the goal for PSG, and we did hear of a potential penalty for Dortmund against Club Brugge, but I'm not sure if that penalty has been given in the end or not. Dortmund still leading 2-0 in that game, and it has just finished at Celtic Park. Celtic hammering Slovan Bratislava by 5 goals. But here at TSA, we've still got just over a minute of injury time, and here come Inter.
Yeah, it was a ball forward from Mkhitaryan looking for frustration, gives away a foul. Man City restart quickly. They want to get on the front foot. They want to Rodri's pressure, but again, so far he's able to just keep holding the ball. Edison plays a low ball towards Doku. That's a nice one. Doku's fouled there by Augusto, but the referee goes play on. Now it's Grealish who's dropped deep.
ปารีสนำแล้ว 1-0 โอ้โหสุดยอด
I think Inter have got what they wanted from this game, which was a draw. I think if you'd have said they can have a draw before the game, but let's not speak to.
น่าจะเสมอว่าดูทรงอ่ะพี่
Doku boards the box towards Gundogan, and his header is agonisingly over the bar. That was the chance to win it there. He's had 2 chances now with a header, and both of them full attempts.
And is it for the second time in the last few minutes has he robbed the ball here from Haaland? Let's have a look here as Doku puts this ball in. If Gundogan's not there, well, no, there's a defender in the way as well, so I'm not sure he reaches Haaland on this occasion. But Gundogan, I mean, he's not a striker. He's not someone who's getting into the box as regularly as someone like Haaland, but I still think he should do better with that header.
Yeah, he should have did. That was the chance to seal all 3 points here at the Etihad. It is full time there, so it's finished Manchester City 0, Inter 1-0 in the opening game of the Champions League.
ไม่หลับอีกเกิดอะไรขึ้นกับแมนซิตี้115 คดี อย่างว่าพี่ได้ลงยังอ่ะพี่อ๋อโอเครู้เรื่องตามนี้พี่ไปถูกใช่ไหมครับวันไทยอ่ะโอเคได้ครับ
Our next football commentary match is getting ever nearer, so why not take the opportunity of having a bet on the match? Whether you're interested in betting on the match result, the first player to score, the last scorer, correct score, double result, total goals market, handicap betting, or any other of our exciting markets, it's fun to be involved. Don't forget, when the match kicks off, you can sit back and enjoy superb independent studio commentary while also enjoying our in-play betting opportunities. Good luck.
แมนซิตี้จะเอาได้ปะวะเพื่อนๆเรียบร้อยโอ้โหเฮ้ยอะไรอีกอะ
Our next football commentary match is getting ever nearer, so why not take the opportunity of having a bet on the match?
เรียบร้อยแล้วหมดเวลา อ้าวดอร์ทมุนด์ก็นำ2-0เหมือนกันว่ะเพื่อนโอ้โหอะไรกันวะเนี่ยเรียบร้อยโรงเรียนจีนเรียบร้อยเลยเพื่อนก็จบแล้วนะครับเพื่อนๆก็คู่อื่นก็มีดอร์ทมุนด์ชนะ 3-0 เซลติกนะครับชนะ 5-1 นะดอร์ทมุนด์นี่ชนะคัมบูช 3-0 แมนซิตี้เสมออินเตอร์ 0-0 ปารีสชนะจิโรน่า 1-0 นะครับก็ทั้งหมดแล้วก็มีคู่ตอน 5 ทุ่มด้วยนะสปาร์ตาปาร์คนะครับชนะเรดบูลซาวบวก 3-0 แล้วก็โบโลนาเสมอชัตตาร์โดเรตอยู่ 0-0 เพื่อนพี่ไปนอนครับพี่ฝันดีครับพี่ไปนอนหลับไหมฝันดีครับทุกคนบ๊ายบายครับฝันดีครับพี่เพื่อนผมยังไม่ได้นอนผมยังต้องทำงานต่อครับพี่เดี๋ยวพรุ่งนี้เจอกันคู่อาร์เซนอลมาเชียร์เป็นเพื่อนด้วยนะคู่อาร์เซนอลน่ะดูบอลคนเดียวมันเหงามาดูด้วยกันนะมาเชียร์กันคู่อาร์เซนอลด้วยโอ้ยปวดหลังเลยก็ยืดขาหน่อยก็ง่วงก็ขอบคุณมากๆนะเพื่อนวันนี้ก็จบไปแล้วสำหรับคู่แมนซิตี้กับอินเตอร์เดี๋ยวพรุ่งนี้เราเจอกันคู่อาร์เซนอลเจออาตาลันตานะครับพรุ่งนี้เจอกันตี 2วันนี้ไปก่อนราตรีสวัสดิ์ฝันดีครับพี่ทุกคนฝาก Subscribe ฝากกดติดตามด้วยนะครับวันนี้ไปก่อนราตรีสวัสดิ์ฝันดีครับพี่บ๊ายบาย